Great traders, welcome to another weekly updates. In this video, we will discuss BTC, Ethereum, Euro, Aussie dollar, gold, and US30. And if we have a time, we will try to discuss the oil as well. If you like our analysis and market commentary, please subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon for the timely update. You can also join our free Discord server for the detailed analysis on the daily basis. The link is in the description. Please also notice all the content in these videos are only for information and educational purpose, and by no means it's a recommendation of the buy or the sell. With the disclaimer out of the way, let's move to the weekly time frame for the Aussie dollars. Aussie dollar last week, we did advise that we're expecting market to come around 0.613 areas, and but before that one, we also our analysis was also showing this market should try to attempt a recovery of up to this 0.675 area, which it didn't. It did try to attempt, and it's failed to break the previous week's high and close just slightly below of the previous week's low. So I can consider this is a range bound activity, a kind of a range bound activity last week. So I'm still expecting market to try to another attempt this next week to close above the 0.675 area. And after that, it will come down to the 61.3 area. So the zone which I'm actually expecting market to make is somewhere around this one. So that's the area which I'm expecting market to do a kind of a retrace and then come back into the 61.3 zone. This is a weekly time frame, by the way. Now let's start and move to our daily time frame. The daily time frame, as you can see, that the market did try to last week market did try to break upside, but failed to break the previous week's high, and we can see it's visible in our chart. Right up here on the very second day, it's failed, and now the market is break the previous week's low, moving our lower royal semaphore to the right. This is the repenting activity, by the way. The semaphore do repent, but it's provided a great insight how the market and which side market want to move. So our expectation for the next week, again, as we mentioned on the weekly time frame, we are looking for market to break this high, which is 0.645 area. If market managed to break this one, then I'm expecting a retest and the moving inside of the gap, which is 0.67415, which is exactly as we mentioned in our weekly activity. But and after that, this is the area where I can expect market to come back down again and to the south and retest this 0.63 area again. So that's the weekly time frame. Just a quick summary. Weekly based, we are expecting market to try attempt another rally next week, but ultimately it's going to come down below the 63.5 cents. This is the bottom we can see so far for the market. Now let's go to the euro, or maybe we can just try to do a BTC at the moment. So for the BTC, let's start what the BTC is telling us. The BTC, we have posted a separate updates yesterday on the our YouTube channel. If you haven't watched that one, you can watch that one. That will give you a very, very detailed analysis on our view on the BTC and the Ethereum. On that video, we mentioned that market is a kind of a range bound for BTC, and it will remain in that way. And I'm expecting market to retest this area, which is probably somewhere around on that zone up here, which is I'm talking about 1500 or 1600 area. I'm talking about market to retest. So let me draw this zone for you on the weekly basis. So this is what I'm expecting market to retest around 16,500 or 16,800 or 17,000 mark before it can try to attempt another rally upside. if you look at the weekly, from the weekly point of view, the market is making lower lows all the time. So high, low, higher lows, 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 and then this is where it's actually stuck right now up to 17,800. I'm expecting around that another retest of that zone before market can try to attempt another rally upside and touch again to this $25,000. So that's a kind of a quick activity or quick those people who want to do short-term investment. There is an opportunity for them coming very soon on the BTC for the upside move. On the daily time frame, yesterday market did actually fall significantly and close around 19,500. However, if you look at the chart, and the chart I don't think it's quite it's visible to you. 1 minute, let me make it a little bit bigger. So if you look at around 3rd of October, prices failed to make any lower than this one. So I can see the $18,100 on 21st of September. The next low was on 28th September, which is 18,400 or 500. Then I can see here that's 19,000, and now I can see another one is 19,300. So we can see the market is trying to, market is attempting to move higher slowly, but it's failed to break the high side. So the high side is still failing to break this one, like this range is still maintained. And if you want to draw another line, then you can see market is kind of compressing in that way. So that's what I'm actually looking in. And once this compression is over, I'm expecting prices to fall below the $17,000. And this is where I'm expecting market to try to bottom up before it can go before it's try to make any attempt for the upside. After the BTC, let's start with the Ethereum. Ethereum is on the similar kind of mark, so I won't spend much time on the Ethereum. It's almost a similar pattern. The only difference between Ethereum and the Bitcoin is Ethereum is slightly bullish rather than or I would say that's for example, this is the low it's made on about $800 on 13th of June. And since then, market did try to make first attempt upside, and now it's retracing to that leg. If this leg, which is start from here up to here, if the market did not break this previous low, that means that Ethereum is going to move upside, and we will be waiting for it to break the 2000 mark. So I'm actually watching very, very closely the Ethereum on the weekly time frame and on the daily time frame, try to find out my per entry where I can't make a kind of long entry. Right now it is around 62% of the Fibonacci level of the previous leg, so expecting a little bit further down before it can make an attempt to upside. So this is what I'm expecting is a 1300 mark right now. My target is to come around $1,000 before I can make a buy entry on Ethereum with the target up to the $2,000. So if you are looking that way, you can also look into that way. Okay, now we covered the Aussie, we covered the BTC, we covered the Ethereum. Now let's quickly have a look into the Euro. Euro USD, we are expecting what we're looking at from the weekly time point of view. That's the last week market did try to attempt a rally, but it failed to break the previous 2 weeks ago. Like this is the high of the 2 weeks ago. It failed to make this. It failed to break this one. My target was that if it's break this area, then it will come up to the parity, just above parity and 1.02 or 1.01 level, but it failed on this one. And this is the, because there's some news came from last week or very, very last day, which pushed the prices downside. And it's now currently trading 97.9740. It didn't break the previous week's low. That's a good sign. That means that the euro is on the way to the recovery. This is what I can see based on the last 3 or 4 weeks. That the euro is attempting to recover a little bit. That's recovery. However, I don't think so it will last more than 1.03. I think it will actually try to make a double top here before it can come down on the weekly time frame. On the daily time frame, the euro, I'm expecting market to try to come around. First of all, I can see that's a double top here, equal high. So that's mean market will attempt breakout up here, grab the liquidity of all those areas, and then attempt back to the lower, and then make a new low below this area, which is the 95.9520. So this is what I'm expecting in coming weeks or coming week for the euro or euro dollar. After the euro, let's have a look into the gold. Gold is gold is closely linked with the, as we all know, that's it's linked with the Australian dollar, the US dollar. So last week, on the weekly time frame, gold did try to attempt. It's actually made a attempt to the upside, but however, it's failed to break again this area which we were watching, and it just make a kind of an equal high type environment. So what we can expect market to move upside, take out all those liquidities, and fall back below the 1600 level. So expect next week another move upside, and then it will come down below $1,600. On the daily time frame, let's quickly have a look into the gold. Here we can see that's our target, as I mentioned. I'm expecting market to come down a little bit up here for the yellow semaphore, and then it will come down to the 1655 before try to make another attempt to the $1,800. So gold, I'm looking for a kind of the correction, a wave 4 of the Elliott wave. And that's right now it's on the wave A, B, and the C. So we wait for the gold for a completion of this retracement before we can go long, and our target will be $1,800. So that was the gold. And now let's have a look into the US 30. Okay, US 30 did try again with all of the currencies and everything. US 30 also tried to attempt to make a new, try to attempt a recovery, but again, it's failed, and it could not even break close to the 2 weeks high, which was my target on the last week. So market didn't actually break this level, which I was expecting. But what it actually did try to fill up this gap. So if you look at this gap up here, it did fill up this gap, and then now it's trying to come down. Next week, I'm expecting US 30 to try another attempt for the rally to the upside, and it may actually touch close to the 3200, 32127 or 12 area. So this is the area which I'm expecting market to touch, and before it's further fall down. Right now, I can see the bearishness in the US 30. So in coming days, it will actually continue down movement, and we can see a lot of selling pressure into the market this week. So that pressure will continue next week. On the daily time frame, we can see market did attempt in the 3 days to the upside, and last 2 days is coming a retracement of this 3 days upside move. If this leg failed to break the previous low up here, which is $28,000, then we can say this market will attempt another ABC type pattern into this gap, which is $31,600. So we expect US 30 in coming weeks is moving upside a little bit bullish, but it's all subject to if it doesn't break the previous week's low. So that's what the US 30. Now let's quickly have a look into the oil. So from oil point of view, what we can see, oil did attempt to the upside, but that's attempt. I believe it's a short-term attempt, and market will grab this liquidity around 98, and after that it will fall below the $77 or about $70. That's what we predict last week as well. That's our expectation, market to fall somewhere around $70. I'm still positive on this forecast, because based on our system, which predicting high probability event which required a lower noble semaphore somewhere around here. So even though that's last week, the market was bullish, but it will attempt to grab all those liquidities here, right up here up to $98 before it can come down on the weekly time frame. So I'm expecting market to come down to the $70 in coming weeks. On the daily time frame, yes, exactly what we were expecting. So we are expecting market to further go up 99 or $98, as we said on the weekly time frame, before it can come down. So look for the bullish trade next week for the first 1 or 2 days, and after that you can look for the short trade. So that's all what I had for this week for you. Thanks very much for the watching, and if you like, again, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for the timely update. Happy trading, and see you next week again. Thanks very much.